Yeah, there is only what's happening. Uh, Thinking, happening, listening, happening, blinking, happening. Mhm. And what seems to be happening right now, there's nobody who's doing it. It's just what seems to happen. And it may seem to be going somewhere, but it's not actually going anywhere. It's just what seems to appear in this. And what is this? This is nothing, already nothing, being everything, or appearing as everything. This, as it is, can never really be spoken. It can never really be understood because it's all there is. There is already nothing outside of this to understand it, to know it, or get clarity. There is only ever this. It's already everything. There are no different parts here. There is no separation. What may seem to be a separation can only be an imagination, can only be an appearance in it. Yet is also just everything, wholeness, appearing as that. It's not that there is a separation appearing outside of this. There's just this appearing as everything. And there is already no one here to understand it, to get it. If it seems as if there's somebody who wants to understand it and claim to have got it, it can only be totality, this appearing as that already. So there's really nothing to get here. There's really nowhere to get to. There's really nobody to be liberated. I would say there's only liberation. Liberation as it is not for somebody. And liberation as it is not looking for somebody to find it. It's just here. So the me, the one who's seeking, is already not there. There's just this. So all is this already. It may appear as a sound, it may appear as a thought, it may appear as a sense of separation or a sense of being separate. It may appear as anything. It may appear as somebody who's unable to get it. It may appear as somebody who's on the journey. It may appear as somebody who's about to get it. All is just this. There is no separation already. That which seems to be looking for it is already it. So anything may arise here. A question may arise, an answer may be given, you know. All is already this. No matter what shape or form it may appear to be, it's just totality appearing as everything. So it's beautiful for nobody. There's no wrong or right here. There's really nothing to be done. There's really nowhere to get to. There's really nothing to find because there's just this. This as it is whole and complete. So this doesn't mind, you know, doesn't mind itself because everything is already it. So whether there are words being spoken or no words, it doesn't matter to this because this is wordless. It can never be known. It can never be understood. It can never be described. It can never be held in view. It can never be possessed. It can never be hurt. It can never die because it was never born. It's not a human being. At times, it may appear as a human being, as somebody who's looking for it. But there's no real somebody who's looking for it. It's just it appearing as that. So all is just this. Then, if there's any question or if there's anybody who would like to share something, feel free to do so. Just unmute and yeah.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with feelings of anger, and I wonder when anger comes up, what's my best response? If I just say to myself, well, the anger doesn't belong to me, it's not mine, it's sort of like I'm pushing it down, pushing it away, and I'm not really feeling it. And I don't think that's helpful because yeah. So what would you say about that, Nkosi?
Okay. Now, anger is just, I would say, it's just what appears in this. It's not appearing for somebody. Same as frustration, confusion. It's just an appearance. But the one who seems to suffer, the sufferer of it, is already not there. The one who says should not be happening. This shouldn't be happening. It's just a dot construct that may seem to appear in this. The whole thing as it is not personal. Anger may arise, but it's just an appearance. It comes and goes. It's here now, then in the next second, it's gone.
Not in a
So what I
second,
can,
yeah. Sorry, it stays around longer than a second. It hangs around for a day or two, and I'm very unhappy when that's happening.
Yeah, it doesn't last. It's just an appearance. And there's no sufferer already. The sufferer is just a thought. And thoughts, when are looked for, they can never be found. The one who seems to say, oh, but this is bad. I need to get rid of this anger. That's one. It does not exist. It's just a thought. Oh, it's just an appearance, you know. What you really are is everything. It's not a thought. It's not just a thought. It's everything. It's everywhere present. So appearances, they appear and disappear. They appear and disappear in that which is not appearing or disappearing. That is what you are. So really, there's
Well, I've
nothing
been
to do about it. There's no
right.
doer. There's nobody who can get rid of anger. There's nobody there already to get rid of anything, to do anything about it. It's just what appears to happen.
I've been waiting for it to go away. But it's not going very quickly.
Who has been waiting?
Me.
As what exactly, if I may ask?
There's nothing. I just 24/7. Totally repeating, repeating all this wisdom.
Dave must be pretty busy, huh?
Yeah. I think he's making lunch.
Yeah.
Getting back to the anger, that what you're talking about, if anger arises or anger appears, and there's also the sense of I appears, and then that sense of I that appears thinks it's personal, the anger to the I. The sense of the anger appears, the sense of I appears. So the I taking it personally and getting upset is also perfect because it's all this.
Yeah, it's already an expression of everything. Anger, when that sense of being separate is not there, anger may still appear, but it's not appearing for anyone. It's not appearing for somebody. It's just appearing. It's just what's appearing. It's the same as when there's walking happening. When there's a sense of separation there, they may seem as if there's somebody who's walking. But when that sense is not there, then they will be just walking, but nobody's doing it.
But the sense of separation is also this. Me, because what's appearing here is a sense of separation. That whole thing is beautiful. That whole thing is this appearing as me taking it personally. Is it?
Exactly. It's also just what is. This, everything appearing as that. It may appear to say, oh,
so
I can't get it. Now I'm about to get it. Oh no, I've lost it. No, it's still the same. What is totality? Nothing appearing as that. There is no real separate somebody who can suffer, who can go through any problem. There's just totality, everything expressing as that. It may appear to say, but I don't get it. This meeting is boring. I think I need to go. That, as it happens, it's just this totality appearing as that. There's no separate somebody who's there who can say anything. That's why I would say times you've never done anything. That which is asking that question is already totality asking a question. That which seems to be giving an answer is already everything giving an answer. There's no separate self who's doing anything, who has ever done anything. Because a separate self is already not there. It's just totality appearing as that. That's seeking energy may seem to, at times, to disappear. But that seeking energy as it is not separate from everything. It's just everything also appearing as that seeking energy, also seeking until it disappears. And it's recognized that it wasn't even there in the first place. It was just totality appearing as that. So the me, the seeker, never happened. The seeker, the separate seeker, is already not there. There's just everything here. Appearing as a sound, appearing as a computer screen, appearing as a speck of dust, appearing as expectation that something good might be spoken, appearing as dissatisfaction, appearing as anything. So what we talk about here, or what is being spoken, or the message, which is not a message, is that everything is this. No matter what shape or form it may appear to be, is already this. There is no separate somebody here who can receive any help, who can get to a certain level, who can find anything, because there is only everything. There is no separation. There are no different parts. There's just wholeness. Everything appearing. So anything may arise here, a question may arise, or what seems to be an answer might be given or not given. It doesn't matter, because everything is this. They may be going to the left or going to the right. It doesn't really matter, because everything is already this. And this can never really be pointed to, because it's everything. It's whole and complete. There are no separate parts or different parts here. That which seems to be speaking right now is already totality speaking. And that which seems to be asking a question is already totality asking a question. So there's nothing to find, there's nothing to do, there's nowhere to get to. It's just this blinking, thinking happening, wondering happening. All is already this. And there is no one here who knows this. There is no knower here. There's just this. Because even what seems to be the knower is already the unknown appearing as that. There's no real knower. There's nobody to know anything here. There's nobody to get anything. There's nobody to be enlightened already. There's just this, or I would say there's just enlightenment.
Discomfort that you could name fear, that's chronic. How does one relate to it? It's experienced, and yet it's this appearing as so-called discomfort. How does one relate to that?
Well, it may seem to appear same as anger, discomfort, as you are saying, but it's not appearing for somebody because there's nobody there to experience that. The sense of separation can be seen as just an imagination. It's all imagined. When it seems to appear, there may seem to be somebody who says, oh, but this shouldn't be happening. But that one is overlooked. It's not investigated, it's left like that. Oh, I know I'm me, and this is me. But what are you exactly? Who's the sufferer? Who says this shouldn't be happening? Is it not a dog? Is it not just a dog?
Mhm.
Can you find can thoughts be found right now? Can you find any thought? Simply look.
I can recognize the thought. It's familiar.
Can it be seen right now? It may seem to be there, but it's not, it's never really there.
Mm.
It's all imagined by nobody. Yet it's just totality expressing as that. There isn't anybody who can really find thoughts, even look for thoughts. It's just what seems to happen. And it's not personal.
So there's nothing to be understood or even experienced, really. Unless,
They can, sorry, okay, can go ahead.
no, and unless it's a choice. Is there a choice to experience or not?
Yeah, it may seem to be a choice in the story. It may seem to happen in that way in the story. It may seem to be somebody there. Now I'm getting somewhere with this. No, I like what I'm hearing. That's just a story. It's just a story that seems to appear in this. So the story itself is beautiful. This doesn't say the story shouldn't happen, it shouldn't be happening. This isn't against anything because everything is already this, expressing as that. So it doesn't really mind. We may talk about anything here, we may discuss anything because anything is just this. There's no separation, there's no dividing line, you know. So it's beautiful because it's not personal. Even when it seems it's personal, that's just an appearance in this. An apparent in this is also just this. There isn't any separation. But the doer, what seems to be the doer of things, is already not there. It's just totality doing everything, even asking a question, giving an answer, wondering, not getting it sometimes, appearing to lose it. It's already everything. There's no separation already. So there's no woman here. There's no man here. There's no human being here. There's just everything. There's just this. You can call it whatever. You can call it boundless energy, spaciousness, a donkey, sky, a leaf, a dust. See, doesn't matter. It doesn't mind the words because this is already wordless. Words may appear in it as it. And it doesn't need any word to be spoken for it to be what it is. It's already what it is, effortlessly, without trying, without struggling. Just like the sun, it shines without trying to shine. So this is already self-luminous. It's already what it is, without making any efforts. What seems to be struggling or trying can only be an imagination appearing in it. And it may be noticed or recognized that it was just an imagination. The sense of separation is imaginary. There's no real separation here. There's just everything.
So as everything with no separation.
Sorry, come again.
Then the appearance is real as everything without separation.
The appearance, first
Is
of all,
everything.
there's no separation. There's no
Right.
separation. There's just everything. What seems to appear, or the appearance, is just everything appearing. It's not,
Right.
they are not different parts.
Right. They're not different parts, but the appearance itself is real because it's everything. It's not different than everything, but it is real as everything without separation.
Well, the appearance is already everything. Is already everything. It's real and unreal in a sense that it's just the way it is, but the doer, that which seems to be the doer of things, it can be unreal in that way because there's no doer already. The one who says, I did that yesterday, I went to the store yesterday and bought some chips, is already not there. But, you know, what happens, as it happening right now, it's just the way it is. But the one who says, oh, I'm the one who's doing this, no, that's
Right. So in the all this, the one who went to buy the chips, that appeared, all this appeared as that.
yeah, it's there's no real, when it seems as if there is a real separate somebody, that's that's not real. There's no real separate somebody. It's just everything appearing as that.
So everything appearing as that, going to buy chips without a me, without a separate me, the appearance of me as everything buying the chips is everything without separation. So
yeah, when
I guess I'm
but when there's that sense of separation, without that sense of separation being there, it's already everything doing that. But there's that sense of separation that, oh, I'm the one who's doing it, then
yeah, I keep going, but still that sense of separation is everything. There's nothing really separate. So if I'm feeling separate and saying I'm separate, that's just everything appearing as feeling separate.
yeah, that's what is seen here. That's everything is already this. Even that which seems to say, oh, I'm going there to buy some chips, that's what is seen here. It's already everything appearing as that. There's no real separate somebody there. But when that is believed, that sense of separation is believed to be real, they may seem to be in the story. It may seem to be a real somebody who's going there. Oh, I'm going there, But here it is seen as it's just everything appearing as that already.
So evolution is also just an appearance.
It's just a story.
Hmm.
It's just a
Mm.
story.
Mm.
It's just an appearance. You can call it like that. Doesn't matter.
Mm.
The journey, or what seems to somebody who says I'm on the journey, I'm gonna achieve this and that. You know, that's just a story which appears in this as this already. And it's beautiful. It's not to say it's good or bad.
Mm.
There's no wrong or right here.
Mm.
It's just what's happening. And this doesn't suggest that there shouldn't be any seeking. And this doesn't suggest that there shouldn't be any story.
Mm.
You know, things may still happen as they are happening, you know. But what is being suggested here is that there's only everything. Even when there is a practice being made, seeking happening, asking question happening, giving an answer happening, it's just totality expressing as that already. There's nobody who's separate who can do that. There's no seeker, separate seeker.
So already complete, untouched, pure, perfect
Yes,
in itself.
yes, for nobody, for absolutely
Oh.
nobody, but for itself.
Mm.
In whichever way it may seem to appear, is already whole and complete. It's already perfect. Being unsatisfied, being satisfied, wondering, searching, confused, losing hope is already everything appearing as that. It's not personal.
Mm.
Because there's no
Mhm.
person here. At times, when
Okay.
this is spoken,
Mm.
at times when this is spoken, or there's such talking happening, when there seem to be a pain appearing in the body, it may seem to disappear just like that. You know, that may seem to happen energetically. And a resonance as well may seem to happen energetically. Because this, as it is beyond words. So what is being shared here is beyond words. Even when there are no words being spoken, this is already here. This is boundless energy. It has no location. It has no center already. So what seems to be everything may seem to be saying the same message, that there's just this. Even the speck of dust, the rock, mountains, trees, birds. There is simply this. What's happening? And it's not personal.
So you're saying it's all just happening, but it's not happening to me. Correct?
Yeah, it's not happening to the separates, to the sense of separation, that which seems to
Right.
say, oh, I'm separate from everything. That's
Right.
one is imaginary. And that's which seems to be looking for it is already it. There's no separation. And there is no escaping this, in a sense that everything is this already. No matter what shape or form it may appear to be. If there is a question being asked, it's just this asking a question. If there is an answer being given, it's just this giving an answer. If there is no answer, it's just this giving no answer. And this, it doesn't mind, because everything is already this expressing itself. There's nobody separate from this who can know this and become this. There's just this. There's no pointing to this, because there's just this. There's no getting it, because there's nobody outside of it to get it. There's no finding it, because there's no finder already who's outside of it. There's no distance to cover. There are no steps. This is all encompassing. This is nothing appearing. It's all there is. at times it might be suggested here that stop imagining and just be. But it's not that such advice is given to somebody, because it is seen that there is nobody here. So it could be only this, or what is everything appearing as that suggestion, or appearing to talk to itself. So everything is already this. And what seems to be happening has got nothing to do with the separate self. It's just what appears in this, or it's just what appears to happen. It's not happening to somebody, for somebody. It's just happening. It's going nowhere. And this can never be reached. By efforts. Because there is nobody outside of it to reach. It's get it. It's all there is. It's whole and complete. No parts, different parts. Yeah, just everything. If there's talking, it's just everything talking. If there's anger arising, it's just everything arising as that anger. If there's frustration, it's just everything appearing as that. So what's happening isn't personal. It's not happening to somebody. It's just what happens. And it's going nowhere.
So the screaming that I hear in me, the contraction and the screaming, I just want to scream. That the screaming is happening, but there's no I. It's just screaming, tension is happening, but not to me, because there's no me. That's just in the imagination.
Yes. There's no you.
What
If let's say if there were
Yeah.
to be a you, what would you be exactly?
way with this, the one experiencing the screaming, the one experiencing the screaming as tightness and contraction, if there were a me.
If there's if there's a strong sense of being separate there, if you feel that you are a me. So the me that you take yourself to be is what exactly? Is it the body, the me, or just
It's me, my experience, my identity of what I identify with, who I think I
you as
am.
what? You as what exactly?
Memories, experiences, history.
So it's just a bundle of information. That's is
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, it's strong information. Oh God, okay.
there's nobody there already. It's just an information that I'm a man. You were informed that you were a man. You grew up in a certain location. You went to a certain school, got married, have a beautiful wife, a house, children. Just an information. It's a bundle of information. There's nobody there already. There's just emptiness.
So who is the experiencer? What is the experiencer? Or is it just experience?
So there's nobody here already to be an experiencer, to experience anything. There's just totality. It's just everything. I would say it's just everything, or what is experiencing itself as itself. Because there's nobody here to experience anything. Even when it seems there's as if there's a real experiencer, it can only be what is totality appearing as that. And that's not to say it's good or bad. It's just what's happening. You can say it's beautiful if you like, you can say whatever. But this doesn't mind the words, because this as it is already wordless. So every expression is beautiful. Every expression is totality expressing. It's not personal. There's no one behind it. When there is that sense of separation, or the sense of being separate is there, it may seem as if there's somebody who's inside the body. Because of that, there may seem to be others in those bodies. But when that sense of being separate is not there, then it is seen that clearly that there is nobody here and there are nobody there. There's nobody there. These bodies are empty already. They can be just an information moving. The story. Yeah. Yeah. Well, is there anybody who would like to share something or ask any question before we close?
So it's all happening within itself.
Yeah, as
Whatever that
itself.
is, as itself, within itself, as itself, for itself,
Exactly.
for its own entertainment.
Yeah, it's a play. Yeah. Mm. So is there anyone who would like to share or ask a question?
Thank you, everybody, for their contribution, including you, Nkosi. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Peter. Okay, thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.